Okay, so yeah, welcome to another book reading session where today the book is interesting. The book is called How Not to Die, right? And then the author, Dr. Michael Greger, MD, the tagline given for this book is Discover the foods scientifically proven to prevent and reverse disease. See, prevention is kind of okay, known concept. Reversing is a very important concept of any disease. And there are two parts of this book. One is called How Not to Die From, and then various diseases are listed: heart, lung. In fact, it is this bigger book with 200 pages of reference only. And what all he wants to prevent or how not to die is heart, lung, brain disease, digestive cancer, infections, diabetes, high BP, liver disease, blood cancer, kidney disease, breast cancer, suicidal depression, prostate cancer, Parkinson's disease, iatrogenic causes, how not to die from all of these. And then he has a recommended foods. He's like daily dozen. What does he eat every day? Right. So he has a daily things like beans, berries, other fruits, cruciferous vegetables, greens, other vegetables, flax seeds, nuts and seeds, herbs and spices, whole grains, beverages, excess. Right. So now we'll touch upon maybe three of those diseases and then I'll list out again the different foods. Right. So heart disease, he says the top killer is the fatty deposits in the walls of the arteries. And this starts in the childhood itself. Right. And most of the main causes eating animals like meat, animal foods, and processed food. And this is reversible also. Body heals itself, but we don't let the body heal because again we give stuff that body doesn't need and we expect it to heal. Brazil nuts is a good source to reverse heart disease. And the recommendation is plant-based diets. It's a nutritional equivalent of quitting smoking. Right? So if you just eat plant-based food, that is as good as you were smoking and you have quit smoking, right? So he has like 20 pages of per disease, more like why is it caused, how people can prevent, if they've got it, how they can reverse, all those things. Those are highlighted. So like that, that's for heart. Next, he talks about this lung, all of that, right? And then there, I thought infections is something that we should know. One is he says, eat these. This will help. This will help fight infections. Eat kale, broccoli, berries, probiotics, and then do exercise also. And be aware of the food poisoning that happens. Though it is a good food, but then if it is poisoned, it is as good as you suffering, right? And then he says, chicken, the bird flu, the meat also will have infection, right? From where it has come, all of that you need to be aware of, right? That is all about infections. Then diabetes, he says it is caused mostly because there is fat inside your muscle cells. Whether you lose weight or you put on weight, the fat cells don't increase. It is the quantity of fat that increases. The cells are same. It is the quantity of fat. And he says lose weight with a plant-based diet and also beware of the pollutants like in the industrial area, the smoke, all of that, right? The exhaust. Those also will contribute to you having diabetes. Right? And then finally, he talks about the different foods. He has a traffic light signal, traffic light system. He says, what is green? What can you eat without problems? Is unprocessed plant foods. Okay, like mostly raw or you don't cook deep enough. Then yellow is like processed plant foods, unprocessed animal foods. This is better than this, and this is better than this. Ultra processed plant foods and processed animal foods. And he shares three resources where more and more blogs materials are there about these things, which is forksoverknives.com. See, all your plant-based, you would use fork. You not cut it so much. Meat is what you kind of cut with a knife, right? So forksoverknives.com. Then straightupfood.com/blog. And then this is a little old, 2020, but I think there will be some data that is useful. Say happyhealthylonglife.typepad.com. So these are three resources recommended. And then his daily dozen. What does he eat every day, right? So he eats these beans 3 times, berries once, other fruits 3 times, cruciferous vegetables 1 time, greens 2 times, other vegetables 2 times, flax seeds, nuts, spices 1 time, exercise 1 time, whole grains 3 times, beverages, lot of water 5 times. This, he says, is the success. See, he says no one dies of old age. Old age is not a disease. In old age, you might face one of those diseases and hence you die, but no one dies like, oh, he got old, he died. No, never. That's what he says. Like, no one dies based on old age. So, this is where we are, right? In terms of multiple diseases he has highlighted, right? I can even pick few other diseases. Say how not to die from digestive cancers. See, three of the most common cancers of the digestive tract kill more than 100,000 Americans every year, right? If caught earlier, it is the most treatable. Pancreatic cancer is virtually a death sentence, right? The foods you eat can indirectly affect cancer risk. Um, there's colorectal cancer. Turmeric is recommended as uh, very useful drug against cancer. Turmeric, right? But again, too much of it is also they highlight. And in certain diseases, turmeric doesn't work out. It is like it acts as a counter.
Oh, okay.
So you need to know turmeric, iron, when to have what, how much to have.
Mhm.
Right? Then chicken and pancreatic cancer risk is like high. It's mostly because of the infections as well as how to do. Um, then he talks about esophageal cancer, how acid reflux is one of the common disorders of digestive tract. Uh, as soon as you eat fat, what happens? At the top of your stomach, there is a sphincter muscle. It acts like a wall to keep down food inside the stomach. It relaxes, allowing acids to creep up back into the esophagus. Right. Then, how fiber and hernia? What is the relationship? How fiber consumption, helps you every day. Um, and again, it depends on how much you should eat. Next, for example, he talks about how not to die from high BP. Right? It says uh, it kills close to 9 million people worldwide every year, sorry, every year. And sodium,
Mm.
not having enough fruit and eating too much salt. If you have enough fruit and if you eat less salt, you are in safe hands. If you reverse it, is when you struggle.
All packed food comes with huge salt.
Right? Salt, sugar, whole
Hi.
grains again, but they do have side effects, but good side effects. Wheat, oat, right? All of that. Flaxseed, he talks about. Hibiscus tea for hypertension, right? Power of nitric oxide. What are the 10 food sources for nitrates? Beetroot, Swiss chard, oak leaf lettuce, beetroot greens, basil, spring greens, butter leaf lettuce, coriander, rhubarb, rocket. Some of these names I don't even understand what it is. How not to die from liver disease. Alcohol is a key factor that damages liver, right? And non-alcoholic liver disease. There's something called as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Mm. He for example, there's one documentary, Super Size Me. He was eating exclusively at McDonald's for a month.
Okay.
His weight, blood pressure, cholesterol all went up. So did his liver enzymes. So liver cells were dying, spilling their contents into the bloodstream. That's how liver got damaged. Uh, Fat deposits in the liver will not show any symptoms, but it'll do its work. Then viral hepatitis, again triggered by viruses, hepatitis A, B, C, D, or E. For each, the mode of transmission is different. A is spread primarily through food or water with contaminated feces. Prevented by vaccination, avoid raw and undercooked shellfish. And whoever handles your food washes their hand after using toilet. Hepatitis B is the bloodborne, sexually transmitted. And hepatitis D, who is already affected with hepatitis B, he'll get hepatitis D. Again, vaccinated, unsafe sex to be avoided. No vaccine for hepatitis C. Um, then he talks about how to prevent hepatitis E through diet. They said you get it when you consume grilled pork liver. So entire book is more like avoid meat, eat plants, and understand a little bit of exercise will actually help you. So this is the essence of book. And as I told, 200 pages of reference and each disease covered in like 5, 6 pages. Like that till here, about diseases, then here about foods that he recommends or eats daily. And that is how this book is. Around 650 pages book, 200 pages of reference, so around 450 pages. Okay, each chapter you can read like maybe 2 chapters a day, something like that. But good book, How Not to Die, and what to eat and how to increase your lifespan. So that is the essence of the book. There's one more related book people recommend called Outlive. So maybe one of the sessions will pick that also. So yeah, this is the book.
Well, food is everything, Ajay.
Correct.
Be
Food,
positive, eat
exercise, breathing.
right from your mood to keeping you alive, everything is food.
Correct, correct. Okay. Any thoughts?
What is this tool that you used to
Xmind, mind map,
mind map? Okay.
Xmind. Okay, cool. Anything else?
I think things are fine.
I'll stop recording.